The Philippines was Spain's only colony in Asia for more than 300 years, and also its farthest. Yet its influence on the Filipino culture is far-reaching. Feasting on Spanish cuisine made me nostalgic of home-cooked meals, which my father specialized in. Paella was the staple of many occasions and several pounds ago.
I always remember the paellas of my dad. This looks really good. Seafood paella. I'm going to get too fat when I'm here. Tastes like home-cooked meal. I miss my dad. I miss my grandparents who would normally prepare this for me every time.
Of course, for very special occasions, there was jamon. And once you've tasted the Iberico de Bellota, you will not want anything else.
Jamon Iberico.
The black Iberico pig has been a native of Spain since prehistoric times. In the dehesa, or meadow, the pigs can run and play freely, go for a swim, and eat at their leisure.
I want to chase them and wrestle with them, but they're very fast once they start running.
The key to jamon Iberico de Bellota is exactly that. The bellota, or acorn nuts, which contain oil that seeps into the pig's muscular fiber.
The quality of the meat is fantastic.
Because of the bellota.
Because the bellota and the grass and the exercise.
Like a surgeon rushing to an emergency, I walked the halls of Senorio de Montanera to inspect the condition of the jamon Iberico in the process of curing. Only natural sea salt is used before the choice cuts are transferred to a room that control temperature and humidity. The ham goes through different stages of curing, drying, and maturation, which can last up to 3 years or more. They develop a mold that stabilizes the acorn oil in the meat fiber. The microorganism gives the ham a distinct flavor. Most of the process is not mechanized, as the human touch is still a key element. I've never seen so much jamon in my life, but seeing the laborious process made me appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into Spain's prized ham. Meanwhile, I tried to get my mind off the food in Madrid and went for a drive out of the city.
Well, we just got out of Madrid. Nice driving this Q7. Very comfortable, very quiet. Nice cruise control. And navigation is pretty good. Cruising at 120 is not bad at all. Looking forward to being in Guadalajara. It's the center of aviation as well here in Spain. This is where all the engineers came from, and this is where aviation started besides Cuatro Vientos.
Here, I meet up again with Enrique in the city of Guadalajara, a seemingly quiet town packed with a lot of history. It was built by Andalusian settlers, and its name comes from Arabic, Wadi al-Ahara, or Valley of Stones. It had many well-preserved historical buildings, including a few with significant aviation heritage.
So you were saying this is the house of
Mariano Barberan in
Yes.
1933.
33.
Go across the Atlantic.
Yes.
They disappear after
Yes.
between Cuba from Mexico City.
And that was the fast airplane.
Yes, and the motor of this plane was built in Guadalajara, Hispano Brigade
Yes.
super tanker.
Yes.
From here, Enrique and I drove to Chocolateria de Hernando, where the Aeroclub de Guadalajara is located. On weekends, this is where Michel, Enrique, and other club members hang out to fly or work on their airplanes.
I feel so much at home. Everybody just hangs out and have coffee before we do anything in the airplane. This is the airstrip already. Just being around with this pilot is really a lot of fun.
It was also great to see the current projects they are working on. Benito Baldominos, one of the club's instructors, shows me the Red Baron he was busy with.
So, Benito, why the Fokker? This is 1:1 ratio, huh?
It is a kit,
Okay.
but it is a highly modified kit.
Okay. I hope to come back when it's finished and flying.
We're already on Philippines. We go in flight with the
Why not? Why not? Well, thank you very much for showing us the plane.
Finally, Michel also shows me his latest project, a home-built RV-8 that he will fly around the world once again.
So this is the aircraft, huh?
This is my aircraft. It was finished 2 years ago.
Yes.
It took 10 years.
And you built it yourself?
Yes. It was built at home in the garage.
Yes.
I did everything, painting, avionics, everything.
The project called Sky Polaris aims to study the effects of black carbon particles affecting our atmosphere. To do so, Michel has to fly over the North and South Pole to collect data.
Only thing is that it was modified for very long range. The standard RV-8 is this fuel tank here.
Yes.
And now all the leading edge is
Fuel tank.
fuel tank. So now I can carry 330 liters.
How many hours of
That's
flying?
more than 10 hours. I can go 11 hours.
Michel has already completed half of the journey, flying over the North Pole. Right now, he's preparing for the second phase of the flight, over Antarctica.
Now this afternoon I will release the wheel pants because finally I have decided to wear skis. If I put the skis, I can land almost everywhere. Not everywhere,
Yes.
but almost everywhere. And another big interesting issue is that I can take off, maybe.
Right. If you just have a small engine problem, you can go.
The only thing for a round-the-world flight to succeed, all the system has to work properly. You just have to avoid icing conditions.
It was nice to see how Michel modified the aircraft according to the specific needs of the mission. It was a very involved personal process between the pilot and his aircraft.
So the longest flight you will make is how long?
I estimate the longest flight of about 22 hours.
Jeez, you can stand being inside the plane for 22 hours.
Yes. So myself, I enjoy. I am all the time looking.
I like the change of the earth, of topography,
Yes.
of the land, and even the changes of people's face as you go further down.
Yes, it is a mystic moment to start thinking about what I am doing here.
I wish you luck. I don't know, maybe we see each other before then.
Yes.
And if I have the opportunity and the time,
You told me that you are going to meet me somewhere.
maybe I meet you somewhere to cheer for you.
Thank you.
I was very happy to talk to Michel, who was about my age, but understood the desire to keep flying and seeing the world. Meeting Enrique made me wish we can also be more passionate about preserving our history. And the Fundacion's keen effort in restoring and maintaining antique aircraft is a wellspring of inspiration. Just as ships sailed to map out the seas, so have planes tried to fly across borders, establishing navigational routes. The Philippines should be proud to be a part of aviation history's early stages of exploration through the reciprocal flights between Madrid and Manila. The story of the Arnaiz and Calvo flight, for its pioneering and adventurous spirit, should remain alive in each Filipino. And the time I spent in Madrid only made me realize that the desire to explore is something that can never be extinguished. In the next part of my journey across Spain, I trace the steps of another celebrated yet fictional adventurer, Don Quixote de la Mancha.
this has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.